This is what I think happened. The Bears somewhat neglected the defense throughout the middle of the draft, the third round.
Okay.
Coaches love this kid. Coaches love Jordan Vandenberg.
Yes.
There's Bill Johnson, I think, believes he can coach him to be a successful contributing member of that defensive front, a rotational piece, if you will. 3 technique, physical guy. He has the highest relative athletic score of anybody in the combine. So, Ryan Poles, we got 2 7th-round picks. Let's move up and draft a defensive tackle and keep our coaching staff happy. Throw our coaching staff a bone. Do something to keep our coaching staff engaged and appreciated and feel that way. I also think that this is a way to address a need later in the draft. We have seen 6th-round draft picks develop. There aren't that many of them, but I think this is an opportunity for somebody like Vandenberg to contribute if he can stay healthy and adjust quickly.
Yes. Listen, the Bears have a need for help at the defensive tackle position. We know they went out in free agency and they signed some guys. They tried to address the issue, but it is not a situation where you look at them and say, well, they're set there. There's nothing to worry about there. Okay, they've got their starting lineup ideally would be a Grady Jarrett and their former draft pick, a 2nd-round pick, Dexter, as well. You want Javon Dexter and Grady Jarrett, but there is room behind those guys for more. And they got, Cantavia Street and Neville Gallimore and James Lynch. They brought bodies in, let's say, but I don't know.
They have guys.
Yeah.
They have a collection. They've got a committee.
Yes, they do.
They're waiting for somebody to emerge from that committee to be the head of it. And maybe it will be Vandenberg. We'll wait and see. He is very promising, and I think that they're looking forward to seeing what he has to offer.
All right, and we are excited to welcome in his college head coach, Brent Key from Georgia Tech, joins us now on the Plumbers 911 hotline. Plumbing emergency, call 1-833-PLUM-911. Local 130 Plumbers, get the job done right the first time. Coach, thanks a ton for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Well, we obviously are very interested in the Bears selection of Jordan Vandenberg because this is a guy that has a really wild background. He was born in Johannesburg, South Africa, moved here to the United States when he was like 10 years old and went to high school in Georgia and then went to a community college in Iowa and on to Penn State and then on to your team. I'm just wondering, what can you tell us about him as a player?
Yeah, I mean, to know him as a player is to know him, as a person, like you guys said, his story. A couple of things with that story. I mean, he walked on to the junior college. He was basically told he had to leave Penn State. They were ushering him out the door. He found a home here, worked his ass off, and then put himself in a position to compete every day and be a good football player. And then this dude, he's the ultimate competitor. I mean, he is, to your face, he's going to smile, yes, sir, no, sir. I mean, he's the most polite person to get on the field. I mean, he will absolutely, snatch your soul out of you on the football field. And there's not a lot, he's so strong and powerful. He's one of the strongest human beings I've ever seen. And it translates to his play. I think, as he continues to grow, his ceiling is way, way high. He's got so much more growing to do as a player from a technical aspect. I mean, because he's so raw right now. So, I think they got to steal where they got him.
They are ready to see what he has to offer because they have a need at the position. His athletic score at the combine was as high as any defensive tackle that's ever gone through there. How does that translate on the field in the trenches when you see a guy that athletic? Sometimes he's not a great football player, but it seems that Jordan is.
Yeah, I mean, just look at some of the big plays he made for us in the last 2 years. A lot of them were plays in space where he, accelerated and chased guys down, whether it be for recover a fumble or to get a big sack in the game or a big TFL. And he always was there at that time when we needed him. When we needed a big play, he was going to make it. And you don't see that a lot from the interior defensive line.
I think it's kind of wild that his grandfather, Francois Vandenberg, was a participant in the Mr. Universe contest against Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to go back and watch that movie. Maybe he's in that Pumping Iron movie. How wild is it, and how the work ethic that you may inherit from a grandfather who was one of the original bodybuilders? That's gotta be one of the reasons. At what is he at? 300-pounder who can run a 4.940.
Crazy.
That's
incredible.
No, it's this kid lifts more than anyone I've ever seen. I mean, it's his. He works hard in the weight room. Don't get me wrong, but there's so much natural in him. I mean, you can tell it's in his genes. I mean, he's very, very proud of his family lineage and his grandfather and what he had done, and I think every day he's trying to live up to and make those people proud. But now he's got a hell of a story, guys, and you guys are really going to enjoy getting to know him.
Coach, what can you tell us about the laundromat he opened with his NIL money and how enterprising that suggests that he is?
Have you ever washed your clothes at the Always Fresh laundromat?
No, I told him the other day that I said maybe we start a little franchise now and open a few more of them along the way. So that's just how he is. And that's how a lot of our kids are here at Georgia Tech. I mean, they take their NIL money and they're not looking to go blow it. They want to invest it. They want to make more, make it work for them. And him telling the stories of going and picking up the change, I guess you'd say, every night. How they hide it out in the dumpster and back behind and go grab it out of there and take the pay every day. He's incredible, man. He is absolutely incredible. Just the way he thinks, what he wants to do with everything. But he's always playing with a chip on his shoulder, but always grateful for opportunities that he's gotten.
Coach, we heard that Jeff Simpson, your defensive line coach, has shown him tape of Grady Jarrett. Of course, Grady Jarrett is now here with the Bears. Has he built his game off of things like that, watching tapes of other players, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, Jeff is a really good D-line coach, and has coached some really good ones. I mean, I think it's been 5 years or something consecutive now that he's had defensive tackle or one or more drafted. So credit to him, but and how he does it. But he tries to show guys, people that have a somewhat similar skill set as them. But everybody's unique to their own and their own person, and they have to play to their strengths and understand what their weaknesses are. But Jess does a great job of bringing those things out of him. And he talks about Grady a lot now. He really does. Coach,
thanks for the time. Ever get up to Chicago, certainly we'll touch base again and really look forward to seeing what Jordan has to offer.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Hey, if you ever get a chance to talk to him, you got to ask him about his pictures from his hunting trip last year. There's some pretty good ones. When I say hunting, he wasn't deer hunting now. He was big game hunting in Africa. So
wow,
you got some pretty wild pics of him and some big animals out there.
Oh, thanks for letting us know.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
All right,
go Jackets. See ya.
That is Brent Key, the head coach at Georgia Tech.
Go Jackets.
Wow. Go Jackets.
Big game hunting.
Go Cats. Maybe he got some big cats.